What's up, guys? It's your boy Neptune here, and oh no, wait, wrong intro. I've been saying this since the days of beta, and I will continue to say it. Nioh has a core concept that is similar to the one of Diablo, which means that it encourages some nasty min-maxing. So naturally, today we'll talk about min-maxing, or rather one big part of it. I showed you best farming routes, I told you how to cheese everything in this game. Today I will lecture you on how to craft the best possible weapon for your setup. First of all, you will have to use blacksmith a lot, and there is a neat little trick that I did mention in one of my previous videos, but for the sake of convenience I will share it again. As you may know, there is a patronage system attached to blacksmith, so the more you spend, the more patronage points you get. You can spend those points to adjust the markup prices or crafting fees. In the process of shaping the best weapon you can get, you will have to reforge and craft a lot. Hence, having a good discount won't hurt. However, the trick is that you don't necessarily have to spend monies in order to get those points. Simply spamming the dialogue can make the underage blacksmith waifu and or her dad ask you some simple question, and replying to it will grant you free patronage points. The success of this trick varies from person to person. I know for a fact that you can get guaranteed 10 points once you talk to her after you've spent around 10 million. But then you can get 2 or 3 points off of other casual questions. So I think it's worth a try. Just invest 10 minutes of your time, spam the dialogue till you get enough points to cover the basics. With that out of the way, let's talk about some things that we will need from blacksmith. First one is the obvious one, crafting. You want to have a good base weapon to fix the affixes later, and I will explain why it's better to have a weapon without any inheritable affixes in just a moment. Speaking of inheritable stuff, many of you may not know that you can push attack modifier to every armor piece with the use of inheritance system. So look out for good inheritable affixes. For example, you can snatch gloves with attack modifier that is inheritable, and then you can push it to pretty much every gear piece you have, which results in up to 150 free AR, yay. The process itself for inheriting stuff is very simple. You just pick the item you want to upgrade and soul match it with the item you want to transfer the affix from. If it has maxed out familiarity and no inheritable affix from the same group, it gets transferred. Now this is where the problem comes up. If your weapon already has an inheritable affix, there is a good chance you won't be able to transfer another affix that you want. For example, as you can see, I can't transfer close combat damage boost off of my spear to this katana. However, it works perfectly fine if I try to drop it onto my dualies. You get the point. The problem is that there's no confirmed list of groups that separate affixes, so you will have to navigate using some common sense. Okay, let's get into it. You can probably tell right now that close combat damage affix is the best affix in the game. It gives you flat percentage boost to all of the damage you do in close combat. From what I can tell, its broader affix that boosts skill damage lies in the same group, so you can't swap them. Since there are 2 of them, I think it's safe to assume that close combat damage affix does not work with skills. So if you spam, let's say, spear mid stance heavy attack, then you'd better be with close combat damage affix. And if you use the eye draw with katana, then you'd better seek for skill damage up. Next best option for ya is rolling the custom stat scaling affix. You have probably seen those. They go from D to A with every stat. Body, heart, stamina, whatever. As for the values, 15% is A+, 13% is A. B is something like 10%, and it goes on. So unless you're using some weird multi-weapon setup, it's best to just get the scaling off of the same stat as your main one, so you're effectively scaling your weapon twice. Again, all of those affixes are obviously in the same category, so if your weapon has, let's say, inheritable B bonus to body, you won't be able to change it to any other stat. You will have to craft a new weapon. Another separate group that is worth mentioning is scaling off of substats like agility or familiarity. The percentage boost is the same as for the main stat scaling, so the highest modifier is 15%, which is A+. By the way, something that is worth mentioning is that oftentimes those bonuses increase with familiarity, so A- is actually A+ with maximum familiarity, and it works like that. When it comes to this group, your choice is pretty limited because getting a scaling off of familiarity is just the ultimate way to go. It's just obvious. Because, think about it, not all of us have A in agility to scale it, while all of us get maximum familiarity anyway, so it's kind of a no-brainer. Those are the affixes that you absolutely want to have on your weapons to maximize its efficiency. Now, when it comes to support affixes, your best bet is getting an elemental damage affix. There are multiple sets in the game that give you extra 27 or so % against enemies that have been scorched, electrified, and whatever. There's one for every element except for one element that I forgot about. But you get the idea. If you're using one of those sets to max out your DPS, get a matching element for extra efficiency. Very simple. Speaking of elements themselves, I did cover it in my previous video and it was wrong. I used an official tweet made by Team Ninja as the base for it and they somehow fucked it up. So the correct bonuses are following. Lightning slows your opponent. Water reduces their defense. Fire scorches them, effectively working like a bleed. Earth doubles your key damage against them. And wind reduces their attack by 50 or something %. So there you go, guys. Look out for close combat damage boost or skill damage boost, depending on what you use the most. And after that, just look out for custom scaling. First, it's probably gonna be your main stat because it's gonna give you a lot more than you think it would. And the next step, just look out for familiarity bonus, which is extra 15% and it's always great. Then you can get a elemental affix on top of that to support your set of choice. But that's about it for now. Now the little dirty trick is that you can back up your save file and craft Reforge so you hit the right spot and then get all the affixes you need. And if you fail, you can just roll back. As for now, let's get discussion going. If you can share your favorite affix setups and shine some light on what affixes belong to what groups, you're absolutely welcome to do so. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.